society, and even there, it's starting to kind of fall apart. People are realizing the benefits of having at least a couple walls between you and your 40-year-old children. Yeah, my message to those two Italian brothers, right? 40, 42, step into it. I'm a man. I'm 40. Look at yourself in the mirror. Step into the 40s. But yeah, it is, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of social commentary surrounding this and sort of where we're headed and everything. One thing that I wanted to do, since we have international listeners, and I think we have listeners in every country mentioned here, Croatia, Sweden, yeah. The one thing that I noticed in this article, CNN did not mention the average age of the American. How old are they? So I had to look it up, and there's a few different studies that do some things. The one I found gave a window. Age 24 to 27 is the average age of an American male moving out of his parents' house. But 50% of those who move out at some point move back in, usually to economic hardship or a transition period or something like that. And I moved out when I was 18 to college, but that's true for me too. There were periods, summer times or year here, I had to go back and try to save up and do that whole thing. So yeah, I mean, this is culturally, it's interesting to me as well because traditionally, before the modern era, I don't think it was that crazy for people to, families to stay together and live in a home for many generations even. But it didn't mean that you were 40 and not contributing to the family. You were probably in the family business or you're working, you're getting up, you're working all day. So you can live there, you're part of the family and you're the family unit, but you're contributing. In this case, it's like now that we have the internet and all this stuff, people are not contributing, right? They just want to sit on their computers all day. So I can understand the mother's plea here, but also I can see how robots will be very effective in filling the gaps here with what is taking place. That is kind of the other side of this interesting situation, is because I could see the sons making a case like, hey, mom is 75, maybe if not today, but tomorrow it might become harder and harder for her to, that's before you continue, I was over the weekend, I was come in contact with somebody who does homeless, family planning kind of stuff locally for people that are struggling and homeless and things of that nature. And she was saying that right now they serve about 1,800 senior citizens, and this is like an affluent part of Orange County, so it's not Orange County, California, so it's not like some impoverished area of LA or something like that. So 1,800 people are senior citizens. Many of them were once donors to that organization, and now they're the ones seeking help because they're on their retirement accounts and they're on a fixed income and they can't afford anything. Right. So that's great. That's the idea of keeping the family together is a positive one, but it makes it seem like in the modern era, hey, move out, get your life together, all that kind of stuff. It may not be exactly the thing, but it's just interesting how they. Well, I think that's what makes this. On one hand, it's kind of weird that CNN would be writing about this. Right, it's an international, national news thing. It's like, it's kind of a human interest piece, but it's also not interesting. Right. It's not that interesting. Yeah, interest piece. And so you got to look at it as propaganda. And the propaganda here is really celebrating the mother, the 75-year-old mother, for kicking out her deadbeat kids. But as 75, it's only a matter of time before she's going to need somebody in the house. Please move back and take care of her. Yeah. And so, who knows? I bet if you were to talk to the men in this case, they would give a side of the story that is like, mom's kind of a little loopy. She forgets her meds. She listens to Canary Cry News Talk. Okay. Telling us about all these conspiracy theories. You could get a story like that, and the idea that two brothers would come together to care for their aging mother is actually a heartwarming reversal of the story.
Not that I have any evidence to that being the case,
Right, but it's just the way it's
playing
framed.
out in that way.
Yeah.
Because, this mother sues the kids, gets them out of the house. A couple of years down the line, some health things start happening. She doesn't want the kids in the house. Boom, you got your robot caretakers moving in. Who needs human family if you can just lease a caretaking robot to come keep you alive instead of your deadbeat kids? I mean, it's also a very sort of distinctive and sinister piece of social propaganda to weaken the idea that it's worth having family around.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so it's a good way to start our Monday, I suppose. It's talking about family, while there's things blowing up all over the place. It's always good to talk about bombs.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Yep, it's Monday. Guys, anything interesting happened over the weekend?
Not really. I'm trying to get myself in focus. My camera is not able to focus. I am a translucent, in between dimensions entity right now.
A phase shifter.
Yeah.
I
I did receive a note or a text message from somebody who's in the military for I think 27 years, and he told me that the National Guard is sending the Taiwanese Army a bunch of machine guns. Screenshot. I'm not going to show the screenshot, but I think it says like 400 ready to go machine guns. So I asked them, is that normal? Is that a thing? He said that it was more than the National Guard has ever been asked to provide for anything, especially Taiwan. I have the name of the weapon here. I don't necessarily throw that out on here, but yeah, some pretty heavy cool stuff that they're sending to Taiwan, which made me think like, hey, Janet Yellen eating her mushroom dish the other day was like, oh, we could totally afford 2 wars.
3.
She might have to, they might have to put her on, I don't know, Quaaludes or something to get her to agree to the 3 war thing. But yeah, we might be funding Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan in the near future here. So print that money, baby.
It's interesting because the defense of all this, and we've heard it from several different accounts, is, hey, yeah, we can give away all this stuff because it's just our old stuff. We're giving away old stuff because we need to make room to build the new stuff.
Right.
We are going to get our military-industrial complex to build the new lasers. We don't need machine guns because we're going to have, microwave incineration devices being carried by our troops. And it's like,
the ability to call fire down from heaven and just incinerate you. Of course.
Yeah, whatever it is. And it's like, okay, but this isn't, it's sort of playing on the idea that we still have that sort of technological advantage when we really haven't seen it, sort of manifest in front of us. People are unaware of what they're going to be replacing these weapons with. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, Joe's on it. Joe's AI. What is it? Biden, Harry Lex GPT. That'll be fantastic. Just way ahead of the curve.
Yeah, who needs weapons? I did it. I did the duck hunt. My first duck hunt on Saturday. And
did you catch any?
I think it was a bad idea because now I'm sicker than ever. I'd never been on a duck hunt before. The person who brought me also had never been on a duck hunt before. We just the bird flu.
Get the bird flu.
Yeah. It pretty much ended up being about 4 hours of wading through, chest-high water silently as ducks and other waterfowl sort of mock me and fly away. But there, I did get one. I got one. It was the only one. I got the only duck. And it was a good time. I kind of get it. I was out there. We were in a spot where it didn't have much cell service. So, there was a part of me. I was like, okay, this guy has brought me out here to off me in a swamp. And there's nothing I can do about it, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. And yep, got one duck. Got the only duck. I will say it was a cute duck.
You got the cute one?
I got the cute one. I didn't want to get the cute one. I wanted to get, the criminal mastermind duck, the unsavory character in the duck world. But I did get the cute one. But the whole thing, learned the skills, got taught how to clean the thing and prepare the thing. It was all good. So we'll see. I'm going to try my hand at a little bit of duck taxidermy as well. So who knows? Maybe at a show and tell later on. We can see how that turns out. But yeah, I totally get it. There's no cell service, so I didn't have any podcasts to listen to or anything. It's just me and my thoughts and the mocking calls of the ducks all around me that would not let me get close enough to them. And I get why people are so enthusiastic about duck hunting. It's mostly you can finally just get out in nature and sort of not listen to horrific things happening in the Middle East for a few hours. So there you go. I'll keep you posted as I continue to build the skills to survive outside of the beast system.
I think there's some footage of you duck hunting. The cat next to you, I think that's Monty. To get on your face.
I should teach the cats how to retrieve.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute little thing there. What is that from?
I don't know. You sent me this footage from your phone.
Okay. Yeah, I get the retriever thing. The retrievers would have been nice, but yeah, this duck luckily came to me. Okay, with that, let's thank some executive producers.
Executive producers.
Yeah, we are on the value for value model, folks, which means not only do we accept donations from people who are feeling generous, but it is the only way that we keep the show alive, is if you, dear listener, get value from the show that we keep from the show. You're invited to put that value back into the show, and that's the only way that we can keep going. It's value for value. It's not us asking for donations and then also advertising to you and then also selling you t-shirts. It's value for value. It's a principle that we hold dearly, and we hope that at least some percentage of our listeners hold dearly as well. We're still at the kind of classic 1% of people who listen, produce the show, but we are very grateful for them. And the executive producers are those who come in with $100 or more for any individual episode, and that's why we thank them here at the top. And we got one to thank. You ready, Guns?
Ready.
All right, you saw this coming, my friends. We've got executive producer Sir Alex Protocol, the Knight of the Berean Protocol, coming in with $133.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, I'll be too.
$100, $100, 33 cents.
Where'd you find this? What is the streak number here? Executive streak number?
Yeah, we are on 228 episodes in a row and 24
Seu
episodes.
preço over the antenna
That is very
as a
impressive.
criminal
Very
running
impressive.
over
We're going
metallic
to at
bars
least need to
of
figure
variable
out how to
heights
upgrade
inserted
Sir
into a
Alex Protocol's
cylindrical
peerage
cavity
by
draped
33
inside the
streak. We're going to have to
dielectric
figure that out. We can do it before that, but we can't go any further than the 33 streak. That would just be reprehensible. Thank you very much, Sir Alex Protocol, V2 Knight of the Berean Protocol. We got a short list today, Gons. I think I should just go through and thank the rest of the producers.
That sounds good.
Okay, that's right. You can produce at any level you want. Remember, it's whatever value that you get from the show, you can put that value back in, and you can do it with your time, your talent, or your treasure. It's not all about money, but we got some people who came in, produced the show, and we're going to thank them as well, starting with producer Holly C.
Holly C. Thank you, Holly.
Holly C. Thank you very much, Holly C. Holly C came in with a nice round number, which means we won't disclose what it is on the show. If you don't mind us disclosing the amount, make it a funky number, kind of like Sir Alex Protocol puts 33 cents at the end of his producership. Put some strange numbers, maybe that means something in there. And that tells us you don't mind us reading the amount. Thank you very much, producer Holly C.
Appreciate it.
And we have a correction for last episode. We were looking for Dame Grace's Dame name. And I was reminded that it's Dame Miss G and the Movie and the River.
Yeah, Dame Miss G. And her name is absolutely amazed. So,
Yes.
Canary.newstalk.com/roundtable. So,
Yes.
that's what I said.
Next up, we got producer Travis H. Travis H. comes in for $17.17. And he has a note here that says, absolutely love the show and the insight. I generally listen alongside No Agenda and make notes/drawings. P.S. Been stuck in Amos and Hosea a lot lately. Yes, got those Old Testament prophets. There's a lot of wisdom to be gleaned there, especially with current events going on. Good read, Travis H. And thank you so much for your producership.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We also had Dame Gale, come here and whisper, Lady of X's and O's, came in with a pocket full of sevens.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, 317 episode in a row streak. Streakalicious. We got a note here that says, praise God. My daughter Kerrigan and her SO Alexis are getting married tomorrow, Tuesday. May God bless them both. Hallelujah. Overwhelmed with joy. I love them both so much. X's and O's. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah,
Dame
congrats.
Gale, what a big day.
That's a Halloween day wedding. If it's Tuesday, that's a spooky wedding.
It's a spooky
There's gonna be
wedding.
spooks at the wedding.
Again, congratulations to Dame Gale and Kerrigan and Alexis. We hope it's a wonderful day. All right, that concludes our list of financial producers who came in the amount of $7.77 or more. That entitles them to have a note read on the show. But we got some people who came in under that amount. Thank them now. So short list today, but it's the end of the month. Things happen. Yeah. We got producer Malik W. continues his streak with 32 episodes in a row.
Thank you, Luke W.
Doctor Who Done That, 22 episodes in a row.
Thank you, Doctor Who done that.
Sir Morton and the Burning Chariots, 292 in a row.
So, thank you.
And we got a milestone here from Veronica D, 322 in a row.
322.
Nice. There you go. Take that, all you Yale Skull and Bonesians. We got Sir Scott, Knight of Truth, 346 in a row.
Thank you, Sir Scott.
And the one, the only, Sir Casey, the Shield Knight, 361 episodes in a row.
Sir Casey, the Shield Knight.
There you go. That concludes our list of financial producers who came in to keep this show going. Remember, these are the folks who are paying the bills around here, so thank them, thank God for them, and consider your own value that you get from the show and how maybe you could put that back in. And you do that by going to canarycry.support. It's the only way that this show will be on next time on Wednesday because of those producers.
Hey, Basil.
Yes.
We've been meaning to do a nighting for a few episodes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we keep forgetting, and I think we should just do it right now.
Let's do it. It's a nighting. That's right, folks. We got the Canary Cry Roundtable of Knights and Dames. You hear them thanked all the time. These are illustrious producers who have supported the show in the amount of $1,000 or more. That can be all at once or over time. Many people are on, monthly support programs. We've got people on the supply drop, people on the T-shirt council, all of these types of things leading up to their knighthood or damehood at the Canary Cry Roundtable of Knights and Dames. And we have one who finally has decided on their knighting name. This is producer Spears Desert, producing the show for years, and finally has given us the information that we need. And so I think it's time to do that.
Hey, yeah, let me go get my katana. It's over here.
연극이야, 일곱 키. 나이스.
You gotta watch out, kids. This is very sharp. Very sharp.
Very sharp. Okay, here's mine. Huh. Okie dokie. We want to call up Spears Desert. Please step forward up to the Canary Cry round table of knights and dames where we have a seat for you. Thanks to your generous support in the amount of $1,000 or more, we are proud to pronounce you Sir Spears, Knight of the Desert. Please join us at the Canary Cry round table where we have the belt of truthiness, breastplate of righteousness, custom fit Birkenstocks to carry forth the gospel of peace, the shield of ferocious faith, the helmet of substantiating salvation, the supernatural sword of the spirit, and of course, adorable samurai babies, infinitely cute kitties for cuddling, and if you're hungry, we have fancy feast, wet food, Cosmo, the CRISPR cow, and of course, Pride Worm Coins. Welcome to the Canary Cry round table of knights and dames, Sir Spears, Knight of the Desert. Yes, thank you, Sir Spears. Your name will be added to the Canary Cry Roundtable at canarycrynews.com/roundtable. I think Canary Cry Roundtable is the URL we have, is it not? I don't know.
We should. Whoa, hey, whoa, juice. We need juice.
The babies are so excited. The babies celebrate your knighthood there, Sir Spears.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Remember, folks, if you're out there, check your accounting. You're responsible for your own accounting. Check your producerships of the show. And if you've hit $1,000 or more, send us that information. Let us know what you want your knight name to be, and we'll be happy to.
Sorry.
Just flip the update.
It's got a
Thank
little
you, Sir
little eager.
Spears.
Thank you.
Out of the desert.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you to all the producers out there. Okay, are we ready? Sorry, I need to get juice for them. So I was going to get into Flippy, and then I'm going to go get juice.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Flippy update.
Flippy update. Do you want fries? That's right, folks. It's the Flippy update. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and how there's nothing that we can do about it. Today's Flippy update is coming from techexplore.com. And yes, Flippy being a disembodied robot arm, we've seen the classic Flippies flipping burgers, making pizzas, starting geopolitical conflicts. We know that Flippy is a well-accomplished robot. A classic robot with usually two joints, an elbow and a wrist joint that is capable of moving very similarly to a human arm, but that's not enough. The robots are not here to just emulate humanity. They are here to improve upon it. So this TechExplorer.com article is headline here, introducing the trimmed helicoid, a soft robot arm that's based on an elephant's trunk. Ooh, a soft bot. Yes, it's been a while since we talked about soft bots, but here we go. At EPFL's Create Lab, under the guidance of Josie Hughes, a breakthrough has been made in the realm of soft robotics, drawing inspiration from the versatile movement of an elephant trunk and octopus tentacles. The team introduced the Trim Helicoid, a novel robotic structure that promises greater compliance and control in robotic designs. Compliance was an interesting term there, but let's see what they have to say about it. With a blend of keen biological observation and computational modeling, the researchers have now unveiled the soft robot arm capable of intricate tasks, ensuring safer human-robot interactions. There it is. The findings detailing both the structure and the methodology, our collaboration with the Department of Cognitive Robotics at TU Delft were published in NPJ Robotics. Professor Hughes stated, quote, through the invention of a new architecture to structure the trimmed helicoid, we designed a robot arm that excels in control range of motion and safety. When the novel architecture is combined with the distributed actuation, where multiple actuators are placed throughout the structure or device, this robot arm has a vast range of motion, high precision, and is inherently safe for human interaction. So they're right off the bat here, they are hammering on one of the biggest pieces of propaganda is that, don't worry, these robots are safe to interact with humans. Not only are they safe, but they're so lovable. Whereas traditional robots are rigid, often making them unsuitable for delicate tasks or close human interactions. Create's soft robot arm is designed for safer interactions with humans and adaptability to a wider range of tasks. With an unprecedented combination of flexibility and precision, the soft and compliant nature of the arm reduces potential risks during human-robot interactions. That's about the 5th time they mention that in the couple of paragraphs here. This opens doors for its application, I bet you can guess, in healthcare, elderly care, and more. That's right. Italian mothers, sue your children. Get them out of the house because we've got this soft, compliant robot arm that can help you out around the house. Elderly care is no longer left to human beings. Then it goes into talking about why these soft bots are better than the regular flippy arms because they won't crush you as they're counting out your pills for the week. Here's an interesting piece of the whole thing. Let's see if I can find it. The interesting part, there's a lot of uninteresting bits, but the interesting bits are the ones that are interesting. Quote, by observing these animals, okay, so we've got the sort of philosophical topic once again that to build better robots, we must look to nature. It's sort of this kind of this new agey type of philosophy where when humans are trying to play God, the best way to play God is to look at God's creation because it kind of was figured out the first time. And if we can combine what we find in creation with our own sort of mad ramblings about robots, then we can create something that is sort of transcendent. It says here, quote, by observing these animals and developing a novel architectural structure, we aim to mimic this range of motion and control found in nature. He's noted. To do so, the team employed advanced computer modeling to turn observations into tangible results. Using these models, they iteratively tested our innovative spiral designs into a final trimmed helicoid shape. And so what they did, here we go. Xinhua Guan and Francisco Stella, who spearheaded the actual creation of the robot, gave insights into the design and the optimization process. We introduce a specific surface into the computer model, then trim and adjust. Computational methods guide us, helping assess the optimal geometric structure for maximum workspace and compliance again. The result, a robotic creation drawing from nature but refined with the precise human ingenuity in computer modeling. Quote, in the end, our computer models were accurate to the point where we only had to build one version of the arm. So, they're doing is they're taking nature, creation, inputting that into some sort of supercomputer, AI type of computational experimentation. And what comes out, they get it in one. There's no iterating. There's no prototype built upon a proof of concept built upon, iterations of creation, which is how robots have been done. And sort of every invention has been done throughout history is proof of concept, prototype, and then iterations that improve upon it. With the power of artificial intelligence and computation,
Artificial
and the inspiration of
intelligence.
nature, this
I'm
beautiful robot
good.
baby came out perfect the first time. And, you think a little bit deeper. This is not the only time we've ever seen science sort of be inspired by nature. But considering that robotics is sort of our favorite foray into becoming gods ourselves, creating new types of life from our own imagination, the combination, sort of 50-50 marriage, the mating of God's creation and AI, man's creation, to affect physical beings in the world, this robotic arm, better than we've ever seen, is sort of a strangely deep philosophical piece of the propaganda